This is Google Challenge number 11, using Google Forms. For today's challenge, what we need to do is we need to create a new Google Doc inside of our Google Challenge folder, and we need to title it First Name, Last Name, Using Forms. And inside this Google Doc, you have to answer the question, how might you use Google Forms in the classroom? For the remainder of this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a Google form and the things that you can put inside of a Google form. But just to clarify, the challenge isn't to create a form, it's to answer the question inside the doc. To create a Google form, you can press the New button and hover over top of the word More, and then you have the option to choose a Google form. So I've gone ahead and done that, and I've created a form here called Summary of an Article. When you first open up a Google form, it would be untitled and you'd have to give it a title. When you titled it up here, it also titles it down here. There's kind of three sections to Google Forms. The first section here, whenever you click on a new Google form, is the editing section, and this is where you build your form. The other section would be the live form. So this would be the view that the people who are filling out the form, what they would see. And you can always double check your form and take a look at what other people will see when they're filling out their form by pressing this View Live Form button. So when I press it, this is what my form looks like here. To go back to the editor to edit and build my form, I'm just going to click the tab up at the top and I'm back inside here. So I already have a couple questions listed here, so I'll just go over some of them. So we can see that I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 questions. The first one is student name. So I'm just going to click on that to edit it, and we can see that the first box is to enter in your question title. So my very first question is student name, because I want to collect the names of the students that are filling out this form. And this type of question is choose from a list. The types of questions that you can do are text, which would be short text, paragraph text for longer type questions, multiple choice, check boxes, choose from a list, scale, grid, date, or time. If you want to see more details as to what each of these questions look like, you can check out the other video titled Google Forms Examples in RCDSB. So the next question here is understanding of text. I'm just going to click on it, and we can see that it's a multiple choice type question where the respondent can just choose one option. The next one here is a scale type question. It's about inferring meaning from text, and it's a scale from 1 to 4, 1 being limited ability to support the inferencing, and 4 being can make complex inferences. The last question here is, again, just like question number 1, it's a drop down or choose from a list. To add another question, all that you need to do is click on Add an Item, and then you can title your question. So here I might want to include a question about additional notes for each of the students on this reading assessment, and I'm going to make it a paragraph text so that I can enter in long notes on each student's response. I'm also going to make it a required question, meaning that I have to put something in here in order to submit the form. Then click Done, and I'm just going to double check to see what my form looks like again. So we can see that I have all my questions there, and here's my additional notes that I can enter. So I'm going to fill this form out, because the third part of Google Form would be the responses. So anytime somebody completes your form and answers the questions, they go into a spreadsheet. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'll just go through here and I'll quickly fill this form out. And I'll submit it, and we can see that it's going to go to a Google Sheet. So to check out your responses, in the editor side of your Google form, you can click on View Responses, and here's the first response that I had filled out. Question 1 was student name, question 2 was understanding of text, 3 infers meaning, 4 interpretation and analysis. So as a person fills out your form, it goes into a spreadsheet. To send your form out to people to fill out, up at the top right corner is the Send Form button. So when you press that, you get the link here, and this is the link that you would share with others to fill out your form. So I hope this video showed you how you can create a Google form. Good luck with today's challenge.